So I've had a lot of odd jobs being a stand-up comedian, trying to realize my dreams. The oddest job I ever had was script writing pornography for Brazzers.com. Yeah.
That's the best job, bro.
Day one, best job. A year and a half later, you're like, I don't know how to make these people fuck anymore. I don't know, is he a shoe salesman? Is she going into a doctor's office and he's like, oh, let me see your ass. Maybe this is the problem. I don't know what to do anymore. First of all, this guy knows what Brazzers is. But is there anybody in this room who does not know what Brazzers is? This is a sick early show. So if you just to relate, it's either the #1 paid porn site of the world or #2. But what makes them different is that they're story-based. So I was in charge of writing what they say before they fuck. And like I said, bro, you start that job, you think this is amazing. A year and a half later, you're like, I'm a raisin right now. I'm dry. I have nothing in me. Okay? I wrote 140 scenes in a year and a half. Okay? And I got it. Let me finish! My best one was one called Slut Mother. And Slut Mother is basically round of applause if you've ever seen Goodfellas. So round of applause if you know who Spider is in Goodfellas. So it's basically the scene, like, hey, Spider, make me a drink. And he's like, you said you didn't want a drink. And she's like, make me a fucking drink. In mine, Spider fucks Joe Pesci. So what you guys don't get is it was a really corporate place, and they actually had a script supervisor. Every month, you'd have to go into the fucking conference room and pitch your ideas to the script supervisor. This guy was such a pretentious asshole that you're talking to me, I think it's gonna be 2 girls, 1 guy, and he'd put his hand up like this, and he'd turn away from you, and he'd put this square in front of his face, like he can envision what you're pitching him. Anybody here ever pitches an idea to somebody, and they turn away from you and go like this? There's 2 options. You either walk away, or you kill them. This is it. So I told you guys, my ideas were getting redundant. Right? He's like, Patrick, you've already done a female Ghostbuster parody. Patrick, you've already done people fucking in space. Patrick, you've already done a doctor. One day, I fucking snap. And I'm like, bro, no one is coming here for the fucking stories. Nobody comes here for stories. You see me? I like doggy style. I fast forward to doggy style. I jerk off. I come. And then I close the computer in shame, like a normal fucking person. So, after that, he started getting on my ass because my endings were always the same as well. I'd end all my scripts with, he came on her face and tits. The end. And one day he's like, come here. He's like, you're being very lazy. The last 40 scripts ended like this. I want you to go back to your cubicle and rewrite this. And I remember being so enraged. I was like, you know what? I'm walking back to my cubicle like, fuck this place, fuck this job, fuck everybody. You know what? I'm gonna pull a Costanza. I'm gonna leave here in a fucking ball of flames. So I start to write the most ridiculous ending to a porno ever. I go, guy's about to come. He grabs a balloon. He comes in the balloon. Blows up the balloon. Walks up to the girl. Pops the balloon. Now there's cum on both of them. The end. And I send it to this guy. This guy opens it on his computer screen. He's reading it. And then I see him put the square in front of the screen. Finally, he finishes reading it. He looks around and he goes, Patrick, all the other writers, please come to my desk. We get to his desk, we huddle around him. He goes, I'd like you all to hear this. He starts reading my ending to me and all the other writers. All the other writers are like, what the fuck is happening? This guy finishes reading my ending, and he goes, Patrick, shakes his head, and I'm like, this is it. I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get what I want. This guy looks on the ground. He shakes his head, no. This guy gets up. He looks at me again. He starts slow clapping. He gets up. He hugs me, pulls me in, and whispers in my ear, that's why I push you. Guys, you've been amazing! I've been Patrick.